It is 1 month away before the Q4 period starts, and are you preparing for Q4? But in this video today, I'm going to share with you how I'm making my preparations ready for that Q4 period and what are my plans for September 2022. Stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and I've been selling on Amazon now, doing online arbitrage for the last 5 years. Now, in the UK, I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller, check this out, and in the USA, I'm a 6-figure Amazon seller, check this out. Now, hopefully in the near future, I'm going to expand into another marketplace, and if you're interested in learning how I'm doing it and what I'm learning on my journey, do make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. But hey, enough about me, what are we talking about today? Well, first things first, number one, let's give you a little bit of a recap of my plans for August, what I said and what happened. Number two, let's talk about those plans for September 2022. And then finally, number three, let's talk about my personal advice going forward. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, a recap of my plans for August. Basically in August, the month's just gone, or should we say currently in right now, I said to myself I'd be doing in my USA business $135,000 in revenue. Hashtag excited. Now, when, should we say, 2022 started, my goal for my Amazon USA business, and I've been quite open and honest about this, was to make 7 figures, $1 million in sales over the 12-month period for 2022. Now, with this in mind, I broke down this goal into, should we say, monthly achievable goals. And for August, we're planning to make $135,000 in sales. Now, to give you an update, I'm very super excited, should we say, to tell you that my Amazon USA business is currently on track to achieve this amount of revenue. And as of making this video right now, we're on $120,000 in sales. We've still got about another week to go. Now, this is super awesome given that the USA has had, should we say, a slowdown. People are talking about recessions coming, economic problems. I'm super happy to see that business is still booming. Now, basically what we have done is we have sold a range of different products and obviously looked at our different items. This is things like beauty, toys, electronics, DIY, some shoes as well in there, lots of different things. Now, for me, what I am looking at is going into September, I'm looking to replicate this to see, can we continue making this forward? Now, the second thing I talked about was fighting penny pinchers, or should we say price tanking. Now, there are lots of sellers telling you that they're experiencing price tanking, and in some of the products that they're selling, and the same as us, we are experiencing this as well. Now, basically, if you don't know what it is, penny pinching or price tanking is when an Amazon seller competes with you on a price war, where thereby they're going to lower their selling price by 1p below you, and obviously you match, and they keep coming down 1p below, and you keep match, and eventually it goes down, down, down until that whole listing has crashed and there's no more profit in it. Now, they will do that either until you're out the listing or they are out the listing and sold their stock. For us, it's about increasing that selling price and also looking for listings whereby there's less likelihood of that, i.e. less competition. So something for us. Now, to fight penny pinching, what I did, should we say, or what we've done, and obviously what we're going to do going forward, is we've actually now hired and we've trained what's known as a repricer analyst. This is going to be someone who's checking all my products in the USA and UK as well, looking at what's going on, looking at the price tanking, looking at the products that are under competition, seeing that kind of action, should we say, and looking at strategies that we can put into place that's going to really help us out. Now, another thing is also should we say, tweaks the programming of our repricing. We have automations, and basically we did put a limit on our repricing to avoid following, should we say, that kind of down, 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 down kind of process, and that is to protect our products from price tanking. So certainly something very helpful, and obviously that's going to improve our margin as well. Now, moving on, apart from price tanking, also talked about preparing for Q4, and hence the video now. Now, for us, Q4 is the last quarter of the year, and should we say, many people are buying gifts for the holiday period. Now, we call this period, the Q4 period, the gold rush. And this is because buyers in Amazon, they're going to be increasing their purchases. Not only are they doing their normal purchasing, but also as well, they're looking for gifts to give out over the Christmas period. Really and this is a time where everyone is spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars and pounds on gifts to give to their loved ones. Obviously, increase sales within Amazon. Now, with this in mind, my team are preparing early. And I mean early as in now, reviewing the products previously, good performing products from previous years in Q4. And by doing this, we can make a short list and buy those products early now if we've got the cash, and obviously get them ready in stock for Q4 period. Probably now is a bit too early, but we will start having that list ready. October, November, Q4, we will start buying them. And then obviously start getting them shipped in and selling at the right right price, and hopefully even a higher price to achieve more profits in that Q4 period. And sometimes these products are actually available cheap today, and also we can resell them in Q4. So we're going to look at those products today, see if they're available cheap. If not, we'll hold on until the Q4 period before we buy and resell. Now, basically, what does this all mean? Well, we've already made a short list of the products from last year and or previous Q4 that we want to sell again. Now, we're going to be sourcing these products, looking for other products as well that we can buy for the Q4 period, and obviously getting ourselves prepared to smash Q4. Right, today I'm talking about my plans for September, Q4, building my Amazon business, lots of things coming up. Let me know what you're doing in the comments down below. Maybe use this as a guide to write out your action plan of what you're going to be achieving over September 2022. Let me know in the comments down below. Right, this leads me nicely onto my second chapter, and that is my plans for September 2022. Now again, this will be my USA business, so let's go through them now. So first things first, we are looking to take the revenue, we're taking that up, really up, 149,000. That is just shy of 150,000. Wow, that's a lot of cash. Now after a whopping, should we say 135,000 in my revenue in August, the team and I, we're really looking to make this up, looking to really, how far can we take this? 149,000, hashtag excited in September. Now, what I'm planning to do is still to replicate my strategy that we were doing in August by selling the range of products that we're doing. But also aside from this, we're also looking to increase the team productivity and performance to make sure that we are sourcing the right deals and getting prepared for the Q4 gold rush. Talked about that previously. Now, the second thing we're looking to do as well is to look for a new prep center. Now, as preparations for Q4 come into play right now, are really driving this, my team is also looking for a prep center who can cater for the increased volumes. Our own revenues are going up, our shipments are going up, but also everyone else's will be. And as a result, we want another prep center so we can have 2, if not 3, ready for the Q4 period. Now, currently we have 2 prep centers, but we're still looking for another one that we can get on board. And so this means we can balance our Q4 stock across all 3 of them, making sure it's efficiently being dealt with and shipped in at all times. Why? Because quite simply, last year, Q4, our products were not shipped into Amazon in time for Q4. We had products sat there for months. I mean months. It was like disaster. This year will not be the same, and we really want to grow that business. So making sure we got another prep center, 3 prep centers in place that can handle our stocks and we can load balance across them is going to be super key for growing our business. Watch this space. Now, the final thing I'm doing in September in 2022, quite simply, is the merging of my leads and my Amazon business. What does this mean? Well, if you're following the updates we're doing, our lead service is changing. We basically identified that we've got one service looking for leads in the lead service and another service looking for leads, which is in the Amazon business. And what we're saying is actually they're finding the same leads, which is obviously quite obvious considering they're trained in the same way. So we're finding majority of the same leads. So what we thought we'd do and what we're doing going forward into the Fast Track FBA lead service is now to combine them all into one big team. We're going to double the number of leads we're finding, not only for my business, but also for the Amazon business. We're not going to have that replication, but also as well, what we understand, I talked about it earlier, penny pinching. I don't like penny pinching. It's going to affect my business. It does affect my business. So what are we doing? We're halving the number of people we're selling the leads to. The UK is going from 10 down to 5, and the USA is going from 40 down to 10. We're only going to be sharing those leads with 10 other people and my own business. So basically, this isn't the deals that we're buying. This is every deal that we find. When we find them, they are going to be going live on our Fast Track FBA lead service at the same time. And obviously that means all our customers can see the leads that my sourcing team now, which is going to be double size, absolutely huge, are going to be finding as well. So we want to make sure that's fully integrated, working, up to speed, and the team know what they're looking at. So obviously if you are interested, do check out the lead service, because not only are we going to be reducing the competition down, developing the platform, but also as well, probably doubling the number of leads that we're finding, which means you get access to a 7-figure, should we say, lead sourcing team, which is going to be absolutely game-changing for anyone who's interested. Okay, so today I'm talking about my plans for Amazon USA. And the one thing which I will say is this all started about 14 months ago. And right now we're well on track to be doing $1 million this year and 150,000 in September we're going from strength to strength. And by the way, the margin here is really good. I'm much happier with this in the versus the UK. So the one thing which I'll say for you is if you are interested in replicating my journey, that USA, there's a lot of questions you got to ask, especially if you're doing it as someone who is based outside the US. How to incorporate, what structure do you need, tax, what prep centers, what accountants, what do you need to do, what's the legal stuff. The US can be a bit dangerous when you think about this. And one thing which I did is I documented my entire journey. Everything that I did, I talked about every decision, why I incorporated this way, why I chose that tax structure, why I chose this prep center, all the things you need to consider, which bank account I did, everything that I could do online. I didn't have to fly to the US to do it, every single step. And the net result was that this helped us grow. And I documented this journey, I put it all together into a very simple course course called Getting Started in the USA. Now, this is available on the Fast Track FBA website, and I'll drop a link down below to it. And it's pretty much £100, $120. You can get this and you can see all the videos I put together, documented screen shares, everything that I did. And obviously you too can replicate that and just get yourself set up the same way that I did. That's really going to support you in growing that Amazon business and helping you out. Trust me, I think you'll love it. Check it out. Getting Started in Amazon USA down below. Now, this leads me nicely onto my third chapter, and that's some personal advice for you. Now, what I will say is, you might be thinking, should say, with all that's happening in the US economy, why am I still preparing for Q4? Do you even see Q4 as, a good place to be in Amazon in, during that time if the US economy is going down? There is still so much money to be made. Amazon is still growing. Yes, there could be a recession coming. I think technically they might be in recession right now, but it's a bit of a weird one because of money printing and etc. But at the end of the day, people are still spending money. We're still seeing revenues going up within our business. We're going from strength to strength to strength. And look, the one thing which I will say, regardless of the situation, even if a recession comes, let's put it this way, if a recession does come tomorrow, it might be 2 years of hard economic times, but people are still going to have to buy stuff and they are still going to Amazon. They really believe in it. But what's going to happen is after those 2 years, you're going to have a business which is built. And then after that, that economy is going to be going up. It's going to be, you're back into that, should we say, that bull market. That's going up. But you know what? You've got a business right now which is going to be booming in the next kind of wave, the next kind of bull market, which is really going to take off. And, we saw it back in 2008, after 2008, up to what it is today. That market's gone crazy and it's going to happen again. Yeah, boom and bust happens, definitely, but it isn't forever. We shouldn't stop. What you might think about now is I'm going to invest in my business. I'm going to put, say, 2 years down, maybe 3 years, really thinking about building a strong foundational business during the hard times. I'm not saying it definitely is hard, because you look at my business, we're booming, because when the good times get better, the hard times turn to good, my God, you're going to be on fire. And this is, this is an opportunity right now to say for the next, 2, 5, 10 years to really build something, build a business which could change your life. And I think this is an amazing time to be alive. We've never had it before. Building the UK, USA, so much going on. But so am I worried about recession, something coming up? No, not at all. I think, yes, we need to be prepared. I think we need to be considerate, but I still think there's still going to be so much opportunity. Likes of Amazon alone, they made they built the foundation during a recession. I think you too can do it as well. Trust me, it's game-changing time. Get involved. Now, what I will say is that growing an Amazon business is not easy. It really isn't. Follow my journey, you can see that. And part of this is having really good cash flow. Profits are good, but if you haven't got cash flow, you can't do anything. Now, what I'll do is I'll leave a video around here called How to Manage Your Cash Flow, and it's literally the exact way I do it in my business, and lots of other Amazon sellers as well are using it, and it's got a great sheet. Get the sheet as well. Trust me, it's going to change the game. Now, what I will say is hopefully you like this video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below. But for myself, Thomas Parkinson and Fast Track FBA, thank you very much.